Hi Flosstube friends, welcome to my outdoor space. I'm filming outside again because it is such a beautiful day. I'm in Northern California and today it's in the low 70s and I'm loving it. So I'm taking advantage of it and I'm filming out here today. Today is May 17th and it's been a week since my last update. Here's what I've been up to in the last week, stitching wise. I have 2 small finishes, yay for me. That brings me down from 53 WIPs to 50 WIPs because I also shared another finish that I had, a patriotic piece that was in my last update video. So that is 3 for this month. I will also be sharing a WIP that has given me quite a few headaches. It's been a little frustrating, but I have continued working on it, and I'll share that one. It's called Funny Rabbits, and then I'll have a very short life update and let you know how my husband's doing. And then maybe I'll give you a tour of my snap peas. They're on their way out because the weather's starting to warm up, and so I'm still getting a harvest from it, but yeah, soon they'll be gone. And I'll show that at the very end of the video. Okay, let's start with my finishes. So I have here Autumn Mouse. Isn't she adorable? So cute. I just love her to death. Just beautiful. I bought her off of Etsy, and if I remember during editing, I will put down the link. I would have to find it. I don't know if I could find it, but maybe I can. And I chose to stitch this one up on 14 count Ada Fiddler's cloth. It was extra cloth that I had from a previous project that I was working on, and so that was the remaining fabric that I had, and it was perfect size for this project. And so I started this November the 8th of 2025 and finished it this month. So really happy with it. She's just adorable. Of course, there's white stitching, around her face. I do not like stitching white. I'm sure I've said that before. I haven't met a stitcher that likes to stitch on white. If you do, please let me know, because I do wonder if there's anybody out there who likes to stitch with white thread. But yeah, I think she's adorable. She came out really nice. So that is Autumn Mouse. My next finish is called Little Raccoon, and I think he's so adorable. Look at that sweet face. I love this one. It's a kit by Realist, 14 count flaxen Swagart Ada fabric. I started this one May 6, 2025, and I finished it this month, May 11, 2026. So he didn't stay in my WIP basket for too long, which is nice. Nice that I got it done. Yay. So cute. Okay, now my problem child. I have a problem child here that I will show you next. Here is the photo. It's called Funny Rabbits. It's on Swagart Ada 14 count. This has half stitches, full cross stitches, back stitching. I think that's it. Okay. So I started this one March of 2024, beginning of March 2024. And like I said, I have had problems with this one pretty much right at the beginning. And if you guys have watched my channel, you know, I'm gonna move my drink over here so I don't knock it down. If you've followed my channel and followed this project, you know what these buttons are about, why they're here, and it is because, well, first of all, I started in the middle when I first started, you know, right in the middle, so with this bunny here, and then I went through here. When I got to this, it's supposed to be a small little flower here. I'll show you on the photo here. It's this one here, right there. Right there. I made a hole in it, into the fabric. I think I was cutting the thread on the back, and I don't know how I did it. I just snipped it really close on the back side, and I had cut like maybe only one, I think one thread of the fabric. So it didn't look so bad at the time, but as I was working on it and, you know, handling the fabric, it started to get bigger, and it just, you know, I tried to cover it up with stitching. That didn't work because it was very noticeable. So I decided, forget it. I'm just gonna cover it up with some buttons, and I happen to have some pink buttons in my stash, and that's what I did. I just glued it on. So, you know, and it looks fine. It looks fine. But as far as errors, there's lots of errors in this. You know, it's unbelievable. I think it's one of my worst projects that I've had, where I've had to frog or fudge, and I've done both with it, and then I got to a point where I just started fudging. I just didn't want to frog anymore. I was tired of frogging. For some reason, this was just one of those charts that was driving me crazy, and so I started fudging, and you know, it snowballs, right? And if you're new to the term, fudging just means you're working around your error. You just continue on as best you can. And you know what? Even though it has a lot of errors in it, can you tell? I mean, I can't. I looked at the photo several times and looking at my stitching, and it looks okay. It looks just fine. So yeah, I will continue to work on it. I got this bunny to do, and look at, he's so adorable. They're all adorable. But so I've got this to do, and then the flowers around here, and then I'll be done. Am I gonna work on it again this year? I don't know. I would like to, because I'd like to get it done, but I don't know. I have so many other WIPs that I want to get to, and I want to touch all of them before the end of the year, but I just, you know, I don't know. We'll see. So that's Funny Rabbits. All right, so that's it. That's all I have, other than my life update and a tour of my snap piece. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching to this point. I really appreciate it. I hope I inspired you to keep working on your troubled child. If you have any kits or any patterns that you're having problems with, just keep going, because you know what? In the end, you may not see those errors. It may work out, and it's totally worth trying, right? Anyway, I hope you did get something out of the video. If you did, if you enjoyed it, please give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And I hope you guys have a wonderful stitching week ahead. Okay, so now my snap peas, I'll show you how they're looking. So here are my snap peas. I have netting up, and there's a good reason for that. I get animals coming through my garden, and they get into the bed, and they start digging and doing whatever animals do. And to keep them out, I have it covered. But for the past few weeks, I haven't had any problems with them. I've taken the netting off. I don't take it completely off because I don't want to put it on and off each time. So I just take one side off and drape it over the back and just leave it up like that, and it's fine. And then I have this, which I've been using. It's a black shade to protect the snap peas, so I can get a little bit more harvest out of them, so they don't die too soon. But I did, I kind of planted them this year a little late, so that's why they are still looking nice, because normally they would be all dried up, and they're looking nice. So, and it's also because I've been putting up the shades. So look at these, they're purple, and they're tasty. They're not as sweet as the sugar snap peas, but they're really, they taste really good. And that's the purplish flower. And I've got my, let's see, over on this side. This is Blue Lake pole beans. So that one's already getting large and pretty soon climbing up the trellis. And I will be taking down the snap peas here soon, but not until I get a few more to eat, because they are so good. They're really good. Look at that. I've had bigger, but I harvested some yesterday. Just harvested some yesterday, but kind of hard to break them with one hand. Anyway, so I had my sugar snap peas on this side, and I've pulled the dying ones out. And these, they got a late start, but here they are. They are producing a little bit, and these are really sweet. The sugar snap peas are my favorite. And that's it. So, okay. So now, a life update. My husband is doing very well. He is recovering pretty well. He is even so well that he is even back on his bike. He's doing short distances, but he is back on his bike and he's cycling again. He's very determined to get back to cycling right away, to doing his, get back to his normal routine. And he's healing fast. So, that's good. I'm really happy about that. For those of you who don't know what happened to my husband, I shared it in my last video. He was cycling on his way home from the gym, and this happened about 2 weeks ago, and he, a car hit him from the back, And he went down, of course. He had gotten 2 broken ribs and a pretty deep cut behind his head, which needed stitches. And yeah, but he came home on the same day. He was in a lot of pain. Has since seen his doctor, so everything looks okay now, and he's healing. He's on the mend. So that's basically it about him, and there is nothing really much else going on. My other hobby is gardening, so as you saw my snap peas, I've been gardening, and I've been cross stitching. I have not touched any of my felt projects. I started a penguin. I haven't finished it yet. I want to finish it for my granddaughter. So I do have to get back to that. And the diamond painting. I started diamond painting last year, I believe it was last year. I did a Halloween piece and an owl. But it's not holding my interest. So I still have them. I might go back to working on them, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten into it. My cross stitching. That's what I want to do. I want to cross stitch. I also have a crocheted afghan that I haven't touched in a long time, and it's still a WIP. It's more than halfway done. I have a little bit more to go, but I just can't. I can't bring myself to pick it up and do it. I don't know. It's cross stitching now is taking over. This hobby of cross stitching is taking over. That's all I want to do. It's relaxing. It's a lot of fun. It's relaxing when you're not frustrated, when you're not making a lot of errors. When I make mistakes, I just put it in a timeout. I just throw it back into the WIP basket, and I'll fix it. I'll either frog it or I'll fudge it. And then after doing that, I give it a timeout, and I write notes. I'll say what I did, what went wrong, whatever, so that next time I pick it up, it'll refresh my memory. Yeah, so anything else? I've been walking, get my exercise in, every day when I can. I usually get that done and over with in the mornings because that's when it's cooler out. Yeah, my life is pretty boring. There's nothing exciting to talk about. Okay, the wind is really picking up now, and so I'm going to go in before I get blown away. And I will bid you guys goodbye. Have a wonderful stitching week, and I will see you in my next update. Bye.